I'm Oatmeal. This is Original Oatmeal, and this is the top 10 characters, according to me, Oatmeal. We're talking about characters and actors, or it could be anybody, whether they're real or not. Number 10, Sonic the Hedgehog from Sega. Because he's really fast, and I remember playing him as a little kid back when I was 5, back in 1990, in the ghetto of Fort Scrub, Oregon, in the United States. Oh man, Sonic is fast. Sonic is fast, and you want to be fast just like Sonic. Sonic, because he's really fast. You know what I'm saying? Like faster than the speed of light, like faster than Superman and Batman. Number 9, Mario from the Nintendo series. He has to go and save the princess, and he's really good at it. The only downside is that his brother is always left on the side, never to save people, except for maybe Luigi's Mansion. I really like Mario because of how diverse he is. He's been a doctor, and he can play golf, and tennis, and basketball, and go-karting, and he can beat up donkeys, and gorillas, and turtles, and Bowser, and all these other animals. I really like Mario. He's like a role model. I want to learn how to jump. The only thing I don't like about him is that he eats too much. He's a little fat. Too fat. He needs to be faster like Sonic. Number 8, Dexter Morgan from Dexter. Because he's smart and he cares about people. And at the end of the series, he becomes a better man for it. He's thrown to hell through 8 seasons. And who wouldn't? What would you do? You would be killed. You would kill yourself. You'd get caught or something as a serial killer at night, and during the day as a blood analysis for the Miami police in Florida. You know, Florida. What would you do? You gotta be smart. You gotta be quick. You gotta go by Harry's code. And that's what he does. That's what Dexter does. And then he has a family, but then his wife dies. Spoiler alert. But that's in the middle of the whole series, in like the 4th season, by the Trinity Killer. I'm a big fan of Dexter. He's like a role model. Not that I want to kill people, but I want, be smart. Just like Dexter is smart. And if you gotta kill somebody, then you gotta kill somebody. Sometimes when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. And the only thing better than that is Walter. Not Walter Bishop from Friends, which I like him too, but number 7 goes to Walter from Breaking Bad. I can't remember his last name, but Walter is just a guy. He's a typical guy, with glasses like me and a beard. I like beards a little, but till ice cream gets stuck in my face, all over my beard. And he's a typical guy. Walter is nice, and he has a family, and he wants to be happy, but then he gets cancer. Spoiler alert, he gets a cancer. And it's so bad, What's he gonna do? What are you gonna do when you get cancer? What are you gonna do? I don't know. And you just gotta watch all, 5 seasons to see. Or is it 6 seasons? It's amazing what happens. It's one of the most amazing series. The only thing that would be better is Rick from Walking Dead, which I forgot to put him on my list. Rick is really good, but I think possibly Walter is a little more tougher. Walter from the Breaking Bad series might be a little more tougher than Rick from Walking Dead. Now, I really like Walking Dead. The series is scary and meaningful, because you gotta ask yourself, what should you do in that situation, or what should you do in your own lives? I really like Breaking Bad, but I also like Walking Dead, because you get to ask really big questions about life, about yourself, and about the world in Breaking Bad and Walking Dead. The only thing that's bigger than that is number 6, Snake. That's Solid Snake. not to be confused with a liquid snake or the original snake, like Naked Snake or Solidus or the other characters. I really like Solid Snake. He's in the Metal Gear Solid series. It's all about him. He's a guy. He's a soldier. He has to fight for these people in all these wars. And the series starts in the early 1900s and it goes into the future a little in the 2000s. And the series is about the whole world and people trying to get power, dominate the world through all these wars and trickery and I don't want to tell you too much if you don't know about Metal Gear. I've had a friend who played through this whole series for me because I didn't really want to take the time to play through all the games and I was really amazed at the story of the Metal Gear Solid and even a little bit of the Metal Gear Rising, and I really like it because there's all big questions about, you know, who are you fighting for and what should you do? Should you try to make the world a better place or leave it the same? And there's a lot of crazy things that happens in the Metal Gear Solid series that will blow your mind away. I recommend Metal Gear Solid out of a lot of games. It's more interesting than Sonic and Mario, even though I really like the characters of Mario and Sonic. They bring a smile to my face. But the thing that's more intriguing and more fascinating and more deeper is Snake. Solid Snake from Metal Gear. And the only thing that could be cooler is Luke Skywalker, a Jedi in Star Wars, number 5. With, you know, maybe he should be number 1 because he's really cool. But let's just say he's number 5 for now. Luke Skywalker is the son of a reject, a retard, no, a really cool guy named Anakin Skywalker, who becomes Darth Vader, who later becomes the savior because he kills the Emperor and he saves the whole universe from the evil Empire, you know. So Anakin Skywalker did a lot of cool things. So I could put Darth Vader on my list, but I think Luke Skywalker is a little cooler because father like son, yes, they're the same, but at the same time, the son has the potential of becoming cooler, especially if you're like 20 years old or so and you become a Jedi like Luke did, and you don't turn to the dark side, then you probably have a lot of good inside you, more than his father who was like 9 years old and he went to be a Jedi, and then he still fell to the dark side. So maybe Luke Skywalker's a little more tougher or something, but it's interesting. And they're making a new film that's coming out, supposedly 2015, a new Star Wars movie. And they're owned by Disney now. And I really like Disney, and I forgot to put more characters into my top 10 for Disney characters like Aladdin. And it's too bad, yeah, okay, no Aladdin, but I really like Aladdin, and I like the genie in Aladdin too. And I like a lot of princesses too. But they're not on my list for some reason. I must have forgot about them. Maybe I should make a new list. But for now, number 3, Michael Jordan. Because I've always wanted to be tall and black in the NBA since I was about 7 or 8 years old. Back in 92, 93. I really wanted to be like Mike. But my skin is so white and I'm so small, and right now I'm only like 5 feet and 8 inches. Like Spud Webb or something. You know, I can barely reach up to like 9 feet or 9.5 feet at the highest, but I can't get up to 10 feet where the hoop is. Man, I love basketball, and I haven't been playing a lot of basketball since I've been in Vietnam for the past, you know, since 2012 now. So maybe I'm gonna get fat like Charles Barkley. But I'm really inspired by Michael Jordan. For everything that he does on and off the court, and he's very inspirational because he had a really strong, and still does have a really strong work ethic of trying to be the best, thinking about each day as his last. He never really saw himself at 50 years old, he didn't really think he was going to last for a long time. But each day he tried his best and he kept on trying, and that's the difference. The difference between Michael and possibly Kobe Bryant and LeBron James, the king LeBron James, is that Michael's a little more competitive. And he says that the league, the NBA, National Basketball Association, they were tougher. The basketball players were tougher. They played harder defense. They fouled you harder. And now people are just soft and you don't get checked as much. And it's not as competitive. But you got to have that edge in life and everything you do. You got to be competitive because it's very important. It keeps you thinking. And if you don't think, you will kill your brain cells. You got to keep on thinking. You got to keep on learning. You got to keep on growing. Keep on thriving to be the best. Because if you don't, you will fall for mediocrity. And you will, like history, you will repeat yourself and you will decline. Like a lot of empires does, like America and the Roman Empire. You will decline and you will self-destruct like a bomb. Like all those bombs and all those letters that you get from Inspector Gadget and the James Bond series and yeah, James Bond. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh, James Bond is not on my list. Forgot about him. So all these people. This top 10 is too general, but I want to still give you this top 10 list anyways. Michael Jordan is very inspirational. He makes you want to play and live. And one of my favorite quotes from him is it's like, you know, it's not about the size of the dog in the fight. It's about the size of the fight in the dog. Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan inspires you to live and to breathe and to compete and to even dance like Michael Jackson. Number 3, Michael Jackson. He's amazing. He's been a star, and there's a lot of things that might be bad about him if he's a molester, child molester, or if he purposely turned his skin white and shouldn't have and did a lot of surgery on his nose for no reason. But then again, there may have been really good reason, and some of that stuff may not be true. And other than all that junk of whatever he's bad at, or who knows exactly, but I do know that he's inspirational, and I like the moonwalk, and I like to be a singer. Since I was 8 years old, I've wanted to be the next Michael Jordan. I wanted to inspire the world like he does, to make people see that it's about the man in the mirror. I gotta start to change my way. And like, you know, I really like a lot of those songs like Billie Jean and Bad and Beat It and what else? And Scream, where he does a duet with his sister Janet. Which was one of the most expensive music videos ever done, with Michael and Janet doing Scream together. Lots of money. Michael Jackson is very inspirational because he has brought together different worlds, different countries that were separate, and bring them together to heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. And to recap my list, which I'm almost done, but just to recap really quickly. Number 10, Sonic. Number 9, Mario. Number 8, Dexter. Number 7, Walter from Breaking Bad. Number 6, Snake from Metal Gear. Number 5, Luke Skywalker from Star Wars. Number 4, Harry Potter. Number 3, Michael Jordan. Number 2, Michael Jackson. By the way, Harry Potter is a musician. I mean, no, he's a magician, not a musician. A musician is like me. I can play guitar and piano, and I like to dance and sing like Michael Jackson. So that's, you can call me and Michael Jackson and Britney Spears and other cool people musicians. But Harry Potter is a magician because he does magic. And back in high school, I had like more black hair. My hair may have been thicker because I'm going bald now, like some people do. Oh my goodness, yeah, like Dexter. No, like Morgan, going bald. Oh my goodness, going bald. But you know, I had black hair, and then, you know, I wear glasses, and so people would tell me, "Hey, you look like Harry Potter," and I'm like, "Oh my goodness." And then what do I have to do now? Do I have to get a cup of tea and talk like breaking? I mean, do I have to talk like him now? Do I have to talk like him now? I'm Harry Potter. Yes. And some people will call me that, and is that an insult? No, I take it as a compliment. I like Harry Potter. I mean, I haven't really saw all the movies. I've only saw like about one, like the 6th one. And I don't know if I could really see them all, but I like the character. I like the bad. You know, like he tries to save the day like all the other protagonists. I mean, he's not as cool as Dexter, but he's more powerful than Dexter. So I really like the good looks of Harry Potter, and then he tries to save the day, and he tries to save the world, you know, from Voldemort. That's right. I'm gonna get you, bald, ooey, no nose, Voldemort. You're gonna die. You're gonna die, man. You're gonna die. You're gonna go down the drain. And now, before I tell you about the #1 pick for the top character person of all time, let me give you some honorary mentions. Donatello, the purple dinosaur. I mean, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, Donatello, because he's very smart and he's very good, and you know, he tries to save the day and he's smart like my brother, man. Like oh yeah, I got all these other characters I forgot to put on my list, like Big Red Dog. He's a big gangster. Is a character that I invented from one of my movies back in 2001. Big Red Dog. He's a gangster who later gets saved, but before that happens, he's just a big, bad gangster who kills and steals, and he make all the other criminals look like little babies. He's like, I'm Big Red Dog, and I'm gonna crush you. I'm gonna crush you. Wow, scary. I don't know what to think now. I don't know what to say now. These guys are scary people. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. Not funny. Can I put myself on this list? Man. Joey Arnold, Original Oatmeal. I didn't put myself on the list. I don't think that's allowed. Ah, Jack Sparrow. I forgot to put Jack Sparrow on this list. This list is horrible. I really like Jack Sparrow for the Pirates of the Caribbean. And I like Frodo from the Lord of the Rings, but they're not on my list. I'm sorry. You got Donatello. I'll just write them down. Let's see, Frodo. My laptop is down here, but you can't see it. You don't need to see it. Frodo from Lord of the Rings. Frodo from Lord of the Rings. Sorry, I'm editing while I'm making a video. Don't do that. But that's what Donatello would do. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Turtles in a half shell. Turtle power. Yeah. They're the world's most greenest fighting machines, and they're really cool. They're coming down the down. No. You got Donatello. He wears the purple bandana. You know the little stripe thing around his eyes that makes him like a ninja, even though they're not really ninjas. But they try to be ninjas and try to be invisible because that's what Splinter would always tell them to do. His was purple. It's really cool. It's a fighting machine. It's kind of like the blue Power Ranger, Billy. I really like Billy. But for some reason, he's not as epic as possibly another Ranger. Another, see, there's Frodo. Oh, there's George Washington. Austin Powers. Yeah, baby, yeah. One time, I was actually in jail in 2012 for 3 weeks for something I did not do. And some of the inmates would ask me to do the Austin Powers. And I would do the Austin Powers impersonation. Yeah, baby, yeah, you like some more Nelly and Fernando on that. You like some more cheeseburger with that. Yeah, baby. What do you, how does that feel, baby? Lower. How does that feel, baby? You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, baby, yeah. That's me. I'm Austin Powers. I'm Harry Potter. I look just like them. And I look a little bit like Michael Jordan and Michael Jackson in spirit. Yeah. There's George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Barack Obama, Jay Leno. Jay Leno. Big sin, big ears. But he knows how to say, yeah, haha, yeah. Okay. Will Smith. Not to be confused with his character, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Yeah, West Virginia, born and raised. I got a started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got one little fight. My mom got scared. She said, "You're moving with your aunt to a place called Bel-Air." Really? Yeah, it's kind of scary, huh? Bruce Willis from the Die Hard series. Jackie Chan, because he's a fighter. And I'm an English teacher in Saigon, Vietnam. Stop promoting yourself. Sorry, I had to. Angelina Jolie. Man, she's just so beautiful and she's inspirational because not just because she's beautiful, but it's also because she's amazing. In a lot of her movies. Brad Pitt, for basically the same reasons, and that's probably why they hooked up and started having orphan babies together. Conan O'Brien, because he's really cool. He's a comedian guy, talks host, late night talks host dude. Jim Carrey, who brought you The Mask and Ace Ventura and a film called The Number 7 and even The Riddler and Batman series, and I didn't put Batman on my list either. Snoopy, the dog. Santa Claus? Oh, Jesus Christ. Now, I say that Jesus Christ should be number 1, but I decided not to put him on my list. But he really is number 1. He really is. And then another guy, Satan, because Jesus would not be that bad, you know, if he had nothing to fight. You know, Satan makes Jesus look a lot more better. So Satan's like a really, really cool antagonist. Then you got Barney, because hey kids, I'm Barney. Evil Barney. I should put him on the list too, because he's like almost the same. Evil Barney. Okay. Bill Clinton. I did not have sex with Monica Lewinsky. I used to have a joke with my brother, and we used to say that over and over. I'm like, my brother would say that to me, and I just started laughing, like, ha 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 ha. Because, I don't know, for some reason it was really, really funny at the time, back around 1995, 1996. I don't think I actually heard him say it, but I heard my brother say it. Man, my brother is funny sometimes. My tall little Louisi brother dude. My brother is Louisi. His name is Rick Arnold. He's not actually Louisi. I did not have sex with Monica Lewinsky. Oh, really? George Bush. Junior and senior, but mostly just junior because he was like cooler kind of, and he was funny, but he was a good president, even though a lot of people say he's not, and you may not understand things enough. Okay. Justin Timberlake, I got a dick in the box. What? Justin Timberlake is very, very talented, and he's a good singer. I want my barbecue sauce. You know what I'm saying. Peter Pan. I really like Peter Pan. Because he could fly, and he could crow. You know what I'm saying? Like an owl, like a rooster. Oh, I forgot to put Lion King on my list. Lion King, the Lion King. Kuma Matata, and the Little Mermaid. Ah, I like her too. Who else am I missing? I don't know. Tomb Raider, not to be confused with Angelina Jolie, and Britney Spears. Oops, I did it. Like, I fell in love with Britney Spears in 2000. I saw her in the red jumpsuit, and she was on Mars, man. And I don't know what they were thinking, but it's like, she was really beautiful, and she just like rocked my socks off. That's what I think. So all you people out there, all my best friends and characters and actors, all the people that did not make my list, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry you did not make my list. I guess you're just not cool enough. You're not cool enough to ride my boat. I can't believe I'm on a boat. there's a lot of really exciting characters, and like Jack Sparrow. I forgot to put him on my list. Jack Sparrow from the Pirates of the Caribbean. And I'm sure there's a lot of other people. Oh, like Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan. Let me write that down. Hulk Hogan. Because he's a wrestler. I thought I heard my alarm. Time to wake up? I don't think so. Time to stay in dreamland. I like wrestlers to some extent. And The Rock. I like The Rock too. Who's actually now Dwayne Johnson, an actor. He's really cool. Number 1 is Tommy, the Green Ranger from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Go, go, Power Rangers. Bum, 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 bum. Hey, I forgot the Numa Numa guy. Numa Numa Noom. Numa 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 Num. But I really like Tommy. Even though Billy, the Blue Ranger, is very smart, Tommy is stronger and he's more creative in some ways. He inspires you to be a hero. And Tommy is still around, and he came back many, many times as a ranger. It started in another country like Japan, and then it came to America on TV, on Fox, around 1993. And I was about 8 years old, and I fell in love with the Power Rangers. You know, and I saw the first film that came out in 95, and then my father got me and my brother, or just my brother, a camcorder, video camera, so he can make videos, and I started making videos since I was 10, and I've wanted to be the next, like, Steven Spielberg and George Lucas since I was 10 years old, and oh my goodness, and I like to write and draw and all these other things too, but like, we made a movie, you know, an hour-long movie, when I was 10 years old, in 96, right before I turned 11 years old, on the 11th of February. That's my birthday. Right after the Tet holiday, or around the Tet holiday, and right before the Valentine's Day, it's my birthday. We made an hour-long movie. It only took us like about 4 or 5 days to make it. Actually, I wanted to make it longer, but then my brother prematurely ended the film, but it was very exciting because I was really into it. And you know, the Power Rangers has been on the air since then. Since about 93 or so. And they're still making new Power Rangers. You know, it's been like 20 years. But like, Tommy's back sometimes, and he's talking about making a PG, what do you call it? A PG-13 film? A PG-13 Green Ranger film? You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe fighting and stuff. That'd be really cool because, you know, the older fans of the Power Rangers would like to see a more R-rated film, a more blood and violence, like, who's that other guy? Oh man, who's that other guy? No, not Denzel. Oh, there's all these other actors that I didn't put on my list. Denzel Washington. And I can't think of the rest of them, but, number 1 is, what is number 1? Number 1 is Tommy the Blue Ranger. No, Green Ranger. Because they're really, really exciting. So, one last time, for this top 10 list, in case you want to know, here's my top 10 list. Not to be confused with the people that did not make the list. The people that did not make the list include Donatello, Frodo, George Washington, Austin Powers, Abraham Lincoln, Barack Obama, Jay Leno, Will Smith, Bruce Willis, Jackie Chan, Angelina Jolie, Brad Pitt, Conan O'Brien, Jim Carrey, Snoopy, Santa Claus, Jesus, Satan, Barney, Evil Barney, Bill Clinton, George Bush, George Bush Jr., Justin Timberlake, Peter Pan, Tomb Raider, Britney Spears, Jack Sparrow, Hulk Hogan, The Rock. And for the top 10 list, here are the people that made the list. Number 10, Sonic. Number 9, Mario. Number 8, Dexter. Number 7, Walter from Breaking Bad. Number 6, Snake from Metal Gear. 5, Luke Skywalker. Harry Potter. Michael Jordan. Michael Jackson. And number 1, Tommy, the Green Ranger. Because I want to be just like him. He's like Batman. Which, yeah, I guess Batman should have made the list because he's really cool. But he didn't make my list. I'm sorry. Maybe next time when I decide to do this over and to redo this tomorrow, I'll put Batman on my list. But what do you think? What do you think? What should be on my top list? What is on your top list? Let me know in the comments. below. Okay, okay.